your Scarlet Knights and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Scarlet Knights ready to kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. There's some room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Looking for room at the 30. Running free. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Forward. There's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Carter. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously, in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They just keep firing. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now sliding to his left. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Slithers into... Here's a little room there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
The option look. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Plows through the defense and runs through another guy. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. West goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Man, that's a great job by the defense, swarming the football, creating the turnover. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. What a lucky bounce back to the offense. Great job by the defense. Just keep doing that. Keep hitting it. Keep getting that football out. You'll get some of those breaks later on down the road.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benjamin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking long. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Skips away from pressure. It's complete. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in.
Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Takes the handoff. It's Raymond. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense in press coverage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. A great catch and run for 6. And these guys just score from anywhere. There, after that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. Picks up the first down. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man, it's Brown. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, but to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Raymond. Across the 25. He's got room. Racing to the right. Past the 30. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The handoff to Johnson. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Haynes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Flying down the left side. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Rutgers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Yo, you hear me? Charge control.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out.
All this nigga do is wildcat with fast-ass Chris Johnson.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Working the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Runs through the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He slides that just inside the right upright. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Hurricanes with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got enough for the first. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. And getting a sack right away on the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Lets it fly. That's caught. It's Duff. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Raymond. There's a crease. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much touchdown the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Zings it complete to the right. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive.
Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a crease. It's Raymond. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Shakes off the defender. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Maybe a crease. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Pucks it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
to get down here towards the goal line. It's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Looking for blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Might have a chance. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Fights off a defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking for room, it's Raymond. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball the negative ones if they're going to win.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine for him.
Oh, look out. The ball's free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They just got a huge break, and now they need to put this ball into the end zone. A field goal really doesn't help much at this stage. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Powers through the defender. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good...
Snags it, and there's running room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Clemson set up with another first down. Looking for a crease to the left. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Johnson. And they're able to get him down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
No surprise this late in the game. They need to go for two to try to extend that lead to a field goal. They'll go to the air. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for two, when not to go for two. Smart decision. Second half, being up by one doesn't help you. Getting that two-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Bought a little time, lets it go. Thanks to grab. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Working that left side now. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Pulls it in.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
To the air on second down. Complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Raymond. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Got the back over the middle. This defense getting the job done, forcing a 4th down decision. A field goal would tie it. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll run for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on 4th and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
He'll set up to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
And the extra point is good. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Ready.
Direct snap. It's Johnson. That will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we